Hello and welcome to another episode of Gear-Stik Saturday Morning. As you can see, we've got the usual engaging cast of characters. Mishy's off in some other world.
Yes.
In the lower corner of his screen.
Pretending I'm not here.
Poe is the only one paying attention, and of course Ellif will not ever show himself on camera.
Health and safety reasons.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
For yourself, yes.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk more news and geek stuff this early in the morning because reasons. But first we're going to...
Early morning for you.
Well, it's not my fault you live in a backwards country.
It's early morning for me, too. I just live opposite.
Which is really weird when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to go with our usual stuff. Poe, what have you been doing? Geek-wise, game-wise, whatever.
Literally 100% Heart of the Swarm. That is it.
I figured that much.
That's it. That's all I've been doing. And I love every second of it.
We'll get to that as well. Mishy.
Pretty much Heart of the Swarm as well.
Good. Ellif.
What did you expect from me?
A lot. I don't expect very much from you, actually. So
Exactly.
you meet my expectations every week. It's okay.
Good.
Ellif, what are you doing?
Neocon and World of Warcraft, but mostly Neocon now.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that link you sent me about it going independent. What was it?
It's partly been relaunched because years ago the producers went bankrupt, filed for bankruptcy, but it's been kept alive by some of the developers doing it in their spare time.
Nice. We'll have to talk about that later on because I have no idea about the game. I know we've talked about it a couple of times before on various other mediums, but...
I have a Baneling pet in World of Warcraft. I just realized that.
I need to totally use that in the Pokemon system at some point.
It's a great system. I love it.
It came with
it's
the
so
collector's
obnoxious, but it's so telling because they spent so much time on that instead of the rest of the game.
They spent... The only thing that they actually full-on neglected in Mr. Pandaria is PvP. That's the only... Which isn't a surprise, because they always neglect PvP.
It's because PvP in World of Warcraft is shit.
Mm-hmm, exactly. That's the only thing they neglected, and I'm okay with that, because, you know, while PvP can be fun, it's my answer. So I'm sticking to
this camera, so that's okay. So we're going to go with our first topic that I'm sure we're going to be discussing at length this episode, like we did last episode. Heart of the Swarm. I take it anyone here, not Ellif, has completed it.
I haven't even played it.
Outrageous. You wound me, sir.
Dumbledore dies.
No. In a shocking twist, Dumbledore kills Snape. Yeah, that should have been... Anyway, so what did you guys think of the story mode? The campaign?
Could have been better, but I enjoy it the way it is.
I honestly thought that it was near perfect, aside from a single line of dialogue that I went, at. But that's it.
I appreciated the ending. The last cutscene was kind of awesome. But as far as the story and gameplay, it was kinda... alright, I mean, it wasn't terrible. But I didn't feel as engaged by it as I did the Wings of Liberty campaign. And it didn't help coming into it with a completely, massively obnoxious retcon. Which was kind of annoying. Because I hate massively obnoxious retcons.
What was the retcon?
I never... the retcon was the Zerg Origins.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Kind of, I guess?
Well, the manual in StarCraft 1 says that it was a barren rock, yet in StarCraft 2 they say they hid. So...
We hid in the rocks.
Well, there's Zerg, it wouldn't surprise me, really.
It's like, no, die.
That's not a retcon that, like, clearly, like, completely changes the story. It's just, yeah, they're rocks and shit. Instead of, you know,
yeah, but it's Blizzard. They're not afraid of just completely butchering. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they started changing the Protoss origins, too. It's like, oh, the Protoss were someplace else.
Mm-hmm.
Vacationing.
Damn right they were.
No, you don't vacation when your gods start going all weedy.
Well, it doesn't help that they kind of retconned it from being all of the Xel'Naga to just one.
Again, not a problem.
No, it is kind of a problem because it was the whole setup was that the Zerg destroyed the Xel'Naga.
That's still true.
That vaguely, yeah.
Apparently not, since they implied that just one person created the Zerg. Just one Xel'Naga created the Zerg.
Yeah, but...
They actually say that Amon just twisted it.
It's very possible that the Xel'Naga were involved, we just don't know the full story yet, because, again, the story isn't done yet. Legacy of the Void, several years out. Probably
several years.
2 years out.
2 years, yeah. Or they'll just realize they really like money and release it next year.
Yeah, I doubt it. It takes more work than that.
No, I really don't think it does.
Then clearly you didn't watch the behind-the-scenes DVD.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Blizzard. And they've got multi-million-dollar development facilities. And a lot of those missions could have been done in the editor.
They were done in the editor.
So could most of the Wings of Liberty ones. I'm not...
Which means all the development went during Wings of Liberty. Oh, yes. I love Blizzard and StarCraft, don't get me wrong, but I'll call them out on lazy shit. And all their balancing, which their balancing just extends to, hey, let's make sure Zerg stays in all the pro games.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it wasn't terrible. I mean, obviously not. I mean, there's definitely... I'm still trying to finish up Aliens Colonial Marine, so it was definitely not terrible. Unlike that brain tumor of a interactive experience. Which I'm nearly done with. Alright, so here's... Oh, okay. Did you guys see the new Star Trek Into Darkness trailer?
Yeah.
Well, considering the fact you linked it like 10 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to rant about it, and I can't rant about it unless you guys know what I'm ranting about. That trailer was dumb.
It fulfilled my Michael Bay-esque need of trailer.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Needed more explosions. Just saying.
I needed more explosions.
Silly me, I always thought it needed more Star Trek, but, you know...
Star Trek has explosions.
It really doesn't. Mainly because it's in space, and you can't really have explosions.
There were plenty of explosions in The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Yes, but they weren't Michael Bay explosions. They weren't unrealistic explosions.
It's still explosions.
You just said there shouldn't be explosions in space.
There shouldn't be. They weren't
they
weren't Michael Bay explosions. They were just like, you know, flashes and things fly apart. It wasn't, you know, except for Insurrection, but that was not a good movie in the first place. So, still better than Star Trek 2011, but that's not hard to do.
I love Star Trek 2011. It was a fantastic movie.
Now you're just troll baiting.
Not even. I liked that movie. I really enjoed it.
Kirk is an asshole.
Yeah,
like an obnoxious.
It's a good movie.
He's an unlikable asshole.
Series.
No, he's not.
Totally is.
How much of the original series have you watched?
About like 5 episodes.
Yeah, shut up.
I don't care. It's enough for me. It fulfills my rule of enough to judge.
Your rule of enough to judge.
Yeah, you need to watch a minimum of an hour of a series before you can say, yeah, this sucks. And I did, and first one sucked. Just saying. Don't even care.
Fair enough.
This is my disapproving face.
You make it
opinions are opinionated.
Yeah, and your opinions are wrong.
Funny story about opinions. They can't be wrong.
Yeah, they can be wrong because I said they're wrong. So
incorrect.
No. True. And turth.
Marines.
All the turth.
All those comments made me itch.
What comments are we talking about now?
The ones about opinions not being opinions being able to be false.
Way to say it, Mishy. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Point out that it's late at night and I'm normally in bed around now.
True facts. Very true facts.
So can it?
No, I don't think I will. So we've had more SimCity drama as well. I know I've been continually linking the developments as they come out. First, we get, on Rock, Paper, Shotgun, we get granted an anonymous source, implying that the SimCity servers don't do much of anything except interconnect people. And now we've got these delightful videos showing how extremely awful the pathfinding is. Ellif and I looked over those the other day. Those were amusing.
A little more fun than the game.
Yeah, it's the whole point of they look for the closest road, regardless of congestion, and they take it. And it's like,
That sounds exactly like real life to me.
No, I'm pretty sure if there was tiny dirt road, completely open avenue, I would probably go on the completely open avenue and not try to cram my car with the 400 other cars trying to go up the dirt road.
See, that's how Australia seems to work, though, is that people are like, you know what? I'm used to going this way. I'm going to go this way. Even though it's probably stupid as shit.
Or the idea that Sims don't actually have permanent homes or places of business.
That made me lol. I work whatever's closest when I get there.
So the businesses that are always closest to the residential are going to get the jobs first. And the ones furthest away end up suffering, which is why everyone's complaining, we need more factories! It's like, I've got half the city as factories. It's just the problem is commercial is between them.
Yeah, that's the issue, is that you can't put factories beside the residential because they get all pissy and whiny. But they want more factories!
Was it the one article I was reading when they kept bitching about crime? It's like, but there is no crime.
Yeah, I've had that before. It was like 0 crimes committed per day, and then I've got people outside my town hall protesting crime.
I've had the entire lawn filled with people.
It's just...
But I did actually permanent uninstalled it.
Oh, I did too.
The other day, it was what was the moment was I had spent the previous day spending about 2.5 hours building a city, building the city of Ponyville, and I built it good. I even got like an Uber police station because I was trying to build it as a gambling hub. But I'm like, I'm going to curb the crime problem with a Uber police station. Why not? So I log in the next morning, it's like, oh, we have to roll back your city. Because reasons.
Yay!
Yep, because reasons.
So it rolled it back 2 hours, so all the work I'd done the previous night is gone. I'm like, you know what? Okay, the design was kind of wonky, so I'm going to redo it. So I start redoing it. Spend about 2.5, 3 hours more. Uh-oh, your city's not processing properly. Let's roll it back.
Not processing properly.
So I roll it back, and it rolls it back to the state that it was supposed to be in when I logged in this morning. I'm like, you know what, SimCity? Fuck you. And I uninstalled that thing. It's like, I can't deal with this crap anymore. I'm going to go play Tropico 4.
Mm-hmm.
Where, oh, look, shock. It can track individual citizens going to and from permanent jobs and houses without being connected to a server.
Yeah,
nice.
Wasn't there that hack, I guess you'd call, that basically proved that the server does very little but cloud save?
Well,
yeah, something like that.
They could already prove that by yanking the Ethernet cable out of the computer while the game was running and finding if the game was still running fine without it. But no, the hack is a way to edit like the landscape and keep the game running. And it shows you can easily build outside of the boundaries with a simple modification. Despite what they were saying about how it would take significant engineering to make it single player.
So bad.
Like some of these reasons they just came out with. SimCity's boss. What was her name? Lucy Bradshaw, Maxis's boss, put out a delightful press release.
Delightful.
What was one of the things she said? From the ground up, we designed this game with multiplayer in mind, using new technology to realize a vision of players connected in regions to create a SimCity that captured the dynamism of the world we live in. Dynamism. I don't know if that's a word. We're going to have to check that. A global, ever-changing social world. We also made innovative use of servers to move aspects of the simulation into the cloud to support region play and social features. Although, according to this Rock Paper Shotgun article, less than a year ago, they said that they were building a single-player game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this classic line here. The game we launched is only the beginning for us. It's not final, and it never will be. In many ways, we built an MMO.
I love Ellif.
Oh dear. Yes, that really looks like an MMO. Yes.
Oh, that
The
hurts.
interaction with other players. Yes.
That comment.
MMOs have better launches than that.
Because it's not like, you know, we haven't had online games before the dawn of MMOs. Because, you know, Doom was certainly not an online game with cooperative multiplayer, whatever. So could we have built a subset offline mode? Yes. But we rejected that idea because it didn't fit with our vision.
Yay, vision!
When does single player not fit into that is like a no. I have no words for that. I have no words for that.
Let's see. This notion that SimCity was born in Maxis's womb as a permanently online, perpetually social game is somewhat at odds with, well, Maxis's own words from a year ago. Let's see what it says. Go over there. Oh, here's this article from March 28th, 2012 on GameSpy. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
On that note, those of you who can't tolerate EA's Origin and online-only games should tap out early before you get excited about this. Let me see. Yes, you will have to register an Origin account in order to play, and yes, you must be online. And it actually crossed out at all times while playing, and it says, must be online in order to start playing. EA has confirmed that you will not be kicked out if your connection is interrupted. Let's see. Sweet algorithm, sweet curve. This game actually, in these screenshots, looks better than the game we got.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of trailers for SimCity. Looked amazing, and then the game now is like, eh.
That's about right.
Oh, Maxis knows the power of a good mod community. We're not idiots.
The silence.
And there was something else in the article talking about in the modding article about how it was running on JavaScript.
It had JavaScript in it, I think, yes.
Yeah. Implying that it's quite possible that this game started life as a Facebook game.
I was about to say, yeah, JavaScript is like when you do simple stuff.
So that is a thing that exists.
JavaScript? Yes, it is.
I mean, the fact that SimCity was possible. Good job, Mishy. Thank you for your contribution to that.
Yay, contribution!
That was a fantastic contribution.
Thank you, Bo.
You are welcome.
But it's just funny how all these... They're not directly addressing any of the issues people are having. Although a reporter from Polygon apparently is, was commenting on the Rock, Paper, Shotgun article about it not requiring online as saying... What was the verbiage exactly?
Verbiage.
Oh, it's funny how people who don't program pretend like they know what they're talking about or something. Like trying to say, people saying it should be easy to edit it when they don't work at Maxis or EA. Basically defending Maxis and EA when they're not defending themselves. They're currently sitting in the corner going, la 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 la, can't hear you. Over our piles of money.
Yay, money.
Money! And they jump into it.
And they just jump into it. And then they find a rock in the bottom and it just shatters their femur and everyone's happy.
Yeah, that last part doesn't happen, but it should.
It should. It should totally. Someone just walks up and kicks him in the shin with a steel toe boot.
I would disagree because I want to roll in a pile of money one day.
Become a prostitute. I don't know how that fit, but it was the first thing that came to mind. I don't know why.
I think you need help, my friend.
I do, but that's okay, because I'll never get it. And now a topic that Poe has been... Oh, yeah, Defiance.
Oh, that game, yeah.
That will be a thing.
Kind of interesting, that.
But now the topic that Poe really wanted to talk about last episode that we did not.
Oh, yes.
Gears of War Judgment's multiplayer comfort food. Poe, you take it away on this one.
Oh, well. You see, Gears of War Judgment does this little thing that apparently allows all Gears of War players to do what they've always wanted to do, use their favorite gun and grenade. But here's the thing, you only get a single weapon and a single grenade as your full arsenal for each multiplayer match. Fun? No.
Like a single type or a single grenade?
Like it's like a single grenade. You choose frag grenade, and you get frag grenade. A grenade.
Singular.
Yeah,
frag grenade.
Frag grenade. Yeah, I think you might be able to pick up other people's frag grenades if they drop them.
But only if you used your frag grenade.
But only if they also use frag grenade. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this great?
Oh, where are we going? We're going to a dark alley from which we will never return.
We can return in the first place?
Eventually. Whenever we come out of our bunkers and, escape the darkness that is existence.
That's a thing? We can do that?
Apparently so.
Huh.
And, this is concerning. We're going to continue this discussion in a moment, but we've got to take a quick break because for some reason my hard drive is filling up rapidly. Alright, and we're back to talking about Gears of War now that I've solved our technical difficulty. It was apparently recording the video twice, which was kind of filling up my hard drive rather rapidly.
Ha!
Forget you.
That's it, forget you.
I was kind of hoping your camera would freeze like that, and then I could endlessly mock you.
Meh.
But let's see. See, I've never been big into Gears of War. Like, I played 1 all the way through, and started 3, but it was just kind of... I made about halfway, 2/3 of the way through 2, and I got bored. Ah, yes. So now in multiplayer, everyone spawns with 1 gun and 1 grenade type. Pistols are no longer the standard sidearm. There is no sidearm. You don't spawn with a Lancer and a shotgun anymore. You just pick what gun you want to start with, and that's it. If you want a chainsaw, guys, grab a Lancer. If you want your Rocky double-barrel shotgun, go for it. It feels like finally Epic is willing to accept that you like the gun you like, and you really don't want to use any others.
You can already choose not to do that!
For some reason, seeing Poe in pain is amusing to me.
That doesn't make sense. How could you praise that?
Because it's joystick.
Gosh.
And grenades are now a much more present and deadly weapon. You can choose to start with a frag grenade, an ink grenade, a smoke grenade, a beacon grenade, or a stim grenade now. Which seems like a small thing, but it makes a big difference in the multiplayer side. You can be a battle medic now with a distance weapon to keep enemies away, and a stim grenade to heal or revive friendlies from afar. It adds a nice new wrinkle to the conflict. Didn't these things exist already in Gears of War 3?
The stim grenade didn't, and the beacon grenade didn't, but everything else did.
I like Mishy's response.
The ink grenade was in the game.
What?
I'm pretty sure the ink grenade was in, wasn't it?
No, yeah, the ink was. Yeah, the beacon and the stim weren't.
I like how they're adding to this concept of these huge steroid-pumped, beefy guys with giant armor can't carry more than 1 gun. Sort of like Master Chief always being able to carry 2. It's like, aren't you like doubly strong? Shouldn't you be able to carry like this whole arsenal on your back?
Guns.
Yeah,
Two makes sense.
The issue, 2 makes sense because he holds 1 and 1 is magnetized to his back. There's nowhere else to put his leg.
You can put more. You can put more.
You can put a sidearm on his right leg plate and maybe another sidearm on his left leg plate, and that's it.
You could fit 2 guns on his back. It's Master Chief. He's like 8 feet tall.
you can't because the other gun's in the way. Like
not whenever they're straight.
It has to make
straight down the back.
If you want to go Mass Effect route, sure. Mass Effect did it right, by the way.
Don't they go and just like kind of compile themselves?
I just like how they're defending it. That's amusing. That is very amusing. I'm confident that series fans will find a lot to appreciate here, and I will ultimately end up enjoying this distillation of loadouts and game modes, because certainly I did.
You used the word distillation in a good way.
Competitive multiplayer purists can stick to their playlists, fragging away the livelong day, but most of my enjoyment came from survival and domination. 2 modes that demand teamwork, and anyone who's played Call of Duty knows that Random multiplayer teams always go for the team route in those games.
No!
Because teamwork.
0%. 0%.
0%.
That is my answer. That's all I get.
I'm going to try something. I wonder if I can minimize Skype. Can I minimize Skype and it still shows up? Because that would be amazing. Yes, brilliant. Okay, now I won't keep moving the little thingy up and down.
100%.
So I won't keep messing up the recording. 100% why?
100% why, 0%. No!
Okay. So now that we've made Poe depressed, now you know how I feel with Kirk being a douchebag ass.
Please.
Oh, I only get to carry one gun. Boo-hoo. Oh, you see your entire childhood being shat out of J.J. Abrams' ass? The original series sucked. I'm gonna go chew on this bacon. Om, nom, nom.
Bacon's great.
It is great, but that's not the point. Next time, don't worry. Next time I'll chug maple syrup for you.
Delicious. Except not really.
All right, what do we got? We got the announcement of Saints Row 4.
Yes. I can't wait for that. That looked amazing.
That was equally painful and amazing.
Yeah, it was the final straw of them definitely not caring anymore.
The good thing about it though is that with it launching when it is, it's launching opposite Grand Theft Auto 4. So with Grand Theft Auto going the even more realistic route, them going this balls to the walls over the topness could actually work in their favor.
Agreed.
So, yeah. Let me see. Okay, here's the description. In the next open-world installment of Saints Row, Deep Silver Volition continues the story of the 3rd Street Saints by elevating their status to the highest level, the leaders of the free world. In Saints Row 4, the head honcho of the Saints has been elected to the presidency of the United States. But the Saints are just getting started. Now the larger-than-life insanity of the Saints series gets a new twist with a catastrophic alien invasion. And the aliens have transported the Saints to a bizarro steelport simulation. Wield gargantuan superpowers and fight to free humanity from alien granddaddy Zinniac's mental grasp. Escape the simulation that's trapped the Saints crew or die trying. Saints Row 4 lets players delve into an arsenal of alien weaponry and technology that will turn each Saint into an ultimate entity of destruction. Utilize out-of-this-world superpowers to fight all the way to the top. With intensified action and enhanced customization, players can use their newfound superpowers and leap over buildings, outrun the fastest sports cars, or send enemies flying with telekinesis in the greatest, most insane installment of Saints Row yet.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
So, cars no longer matter. Cars are not a thing that exists anymore.
I hated cars anyway. I'm okay with that.
Motorcycles for the win. Wait.
Yes, motorcycles, especially the really clunky ones that didn't operate very well.
God.
Those were the best.
I just remember when I'd be doing crazy. I'm going on a motorcycle and I hit like a person and go flying across the map. Like, oh crap!
A beefy person. I've never been an immense fan of the Saints Row series, to be honest.
I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I just kind of enjoy its silliness because I started in 3. I never played 1 or 2.
I can see that. I got through. Let's try that. Let's try that again. I got through 3 a bit. I did some co-op with my friend on the Xbox, but it got really old really fast whenever the missions were all kind of the same and characters were unlikable, and the sandbox got really small when you realized the only thing you could do was just create traffic jams of explosions. And once you got a tank, you were unstoppable.
Then don't get in the tank.
Jeez.
God.
You gotta min-max. You gotta min-max. It's a rule.
Yeah.
Because science. All right, and our other news peg before we start talking about new releases coming out this week is going to be Civ 5 is getting a new expansion called Civ 5's Brave New World. And because Poe was too lazy to read the entire article, even though it's got all kinds of information, they're adding a lot of stuff to make the culture and mid to late game a lot more interesting than just build a bunch of the stuff you're trying to get a victory in. They're adding trade routes, which instead of where you used to get gold from just being on coasts or rivers, they took that gold away. No more free gold from locations like that.
Oh.
you have to actually build trade routes with neighbors, which involves building a caravan, telling the caravan where to go, and it establishes the trade route and moves back and forth. So it's actually a unit moving back and forth between cities, which you have to defend because barbarians can kill it. And that's how you get gold.
I prefer my coastal gold, thanks.
I like that dynamic because it means that you don't want to instantly attack your neighbors, especially if you're giving them gold.
I love
so maybe it'll limit it down a bit on the hi, we feel shitty today. Here's war.
Yay, war!
They're adding Poland as a new civ. There's 7 new civs.
Yay!
They're also adding the
Poland again.
Because they're running out of civs to add, so why not Poland?
There's plenty more for it out there already.
I will admit that's going to be pretty awkward if Germany ends up neighboring Poland. just putting that out there.
Oh god.
You got Bismarck sitting across from whoever the leader of Poland is. So, busy. How are things? We have nukes now. It also adds the concept of tourism, where if you have a bunch of old wonders and you can actually create museums. Whenever you create great people, like great artists and such, great writers, great musicians, they can actually create pieces of art from the past. Like you could actually have Beethoven compose something and then you put it in your museum. And as the concept of tourism comes around, people can visit your cities. And
that's kind of interesting.
It spreads your culture elsewhere to where other civs could become jealous that your culture is so awesome that other little people are going to visit it. In light of that, it also adds archaeology.
Interesting.
Which, what it does, according to the interview, is if something... Let's say you're in the ancient times and you have a battle somewhere. Like you have this whole big war and you conquer, other countries and stuff on your little small continent. Whenever someone discovers archaeology, it locks in various sites around the game world where battles took place or ancient ruins were discovered or you took over barbarian camps. And these become archaeological sites that you can send an archaeologist to and dig up some sort of relic from the past and bring it back to a city, to the museum, and it adds to your tourism and your culture.
Huh.
So this is a barbarian skull we slaughtered 50 years ago. Look how shiny it is.
I like that because it adds a bit of a... It kind of adds to the illusion that your world's been developing over all this time. Whenever, if you're playing on like normal speed, it just speeds through it, and it's like, oh look, it's been 2 hours, and suddenly we're in the industrial age. Forget the Stone Age was, 3 minutes ago.
I still haven't researched archery.
I still haven't researched archery. I've been there. I've had I've gone to this period. It's like, oh shit, I never discovered trade.
Yeah.
That would explain why I don't have any
I know one time I just had all this architectural stuff and I went, I haven't discovered the wheel yet. I was building grand cities. And the concept of a wheel had never occurred to my people yet.
They're just pulling carts, just driving flat on the ground. If only we had something to make this easier. Why are our cars not working? What are we missing?
What are we missing?
Our horse-drawn cars.
Yes.
And the last thing they're adding is ideologies. The example they dropped was... Where's the 3? You know how at the end you had autocracy, order, and freedom in your policy states? Yeah. Like those were the late game policies to get?
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of building it now to where it sort of mirrors the Cold War era. Where you had, autocracy was, freedom for the workers and everything, and then you had freedom, and then you had order, your fascism and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now it's kind of creating it to where those ideologies can clash. Whereas, let's say you're building up your freedom, and someone with order is building a better civ, and all their workers are all happy. So your citizens can come to you and say, oh, we don't like freedom. We want the workers to rule.
Who doesn't like
So you have
freedom?
to actually balance it because it'll start raising unhappiness in your cities. So you can always just build happiness buildings or bribe them. Or switch
Bribe
over to the
them.
ideologies and advance, the concept of communism.
Most interesting.
Yay, communism!
Communism.
That is an angry Polish king. And looking at some of the units they're adding, looks like they're adding, I think that's regular long-range artillery. I wasn't sure if that was a new unit or not. A really pissed off Pakal. Looks like there's a new research called ballistics. Unless that's already existed, because I haven't made it to the late game in Civ in a while.
I can't remember it.
Yeah.
I would think that ballistics would probably fall under something, but
So, thoughts?
yeah, cool.
Interesting idea. That's all I got for it. Civ,
Thank you for your contribution to this. I feel like we've really...
Civ has never really tickled my fancy. I just... I do it to waste some hours when I know I need to waste some hours, and that's about it.
Yes, but what was that game we were going to talk about?
Star Drive. Star
Yes,
Drive.
Space Bears.
Space bears, space owls, space cabbages,
Space mind-controlled owls.
space wolves,
Space wolves. Everything is better with space except humans.
except humans.
Space humans are boring. No one likes space humans.
This is fact.
And Ellif is apparently getting invaded by aliens.
Yep, happens a lot, Randy.
They're landing on his doorstep. Alright, so now we're going to transition. Let me make sure first that... okay. Okay, good. So it's not taking up an immense... Stop that, Skype. I hate you so much, Skype. Evil and such.
I love you, Skype.
Skype. Let's see. Wiki.
That is a lie.
And now we're going to... Yes, no, I don't want the French version of Wikipedia.
Sure?
You know, I hate both of you. Okay, I hate both of you. Timeline of video game releases. What the hell is this? Not what
But
I
do you
want.
really hate us?
I do, actually, with a passion.
Do you
I
really?
think that's a lie.
All right, here we go. Game releases for this coming week, which is the week of March 17th to the 23rd. We have Lego City Undercover.
Is that undercover?
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yes.
I don't
A lame attempt at a joke. Deal with it.
Hey, I got Ellif to laugh. I win.
It's true.
No. This
Whether or not
is
he was
a-
laughing with me or at me does not matter.
on the 18th. This is a free-roaming game for the Wii U that is Lego's first attempt to do a new IP instead of building up on someone else's.
Scary.
And it's on the Wii U.
Scary.
And for some reason, it takes it 10 more days to release in the EU. So it comes
Like
out in North
every
America
other
on the
game
18th, and it comes out in the EU and Australia 10 days later on March 28th. Because oceans, I guess?
Oceans get in the way of technology, man. This is truth.
Eh.
Oh boy. And then on the 19th, we have the tie-in game for The Croods Prehistoric Party, which is a movie coming out from DreamWorks Animation, which is about cavemen doing things, because they figured Ice Age worked, so we're going to go with cavemen.
Yay, caveman.
It's okay, it's got Nicolas Cage doing a voiceover, so that's bound to go well.
That's more scary than anything else, I think.
And then Gears of War Judgment, Poe's favorite game ever. On the
We're
360.
gonna buy that thing right up.
with its
And hate every second of it, most
I
likely.
hate every second of it.
You will have to, and then complain to us about it.
I don't
True
want
patriot.
it because of all the bad, but I want it because it goes back to the beginning of E-Day, and I really want to know about all that. But
Read the wiki.
yeah, exactly.
Just
right.
read the wiki. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate is also out on the 19th, which is a Monster Hunter game. You hunt.
Wow, really?
I know, right? Specific information.
I do like the way you've actually looked in this in advance and researched a little bit about each game.
You know what? Say more than 3 sentences an episode, and I'll listen to your criticism, sir.
Do you research and I'll say more.
Bring your own content, and I will be able to read it.
You just want people to do your homework for you, that's all it is.
I've done all of this homework. I don't need to hear it. I got the links and everything.
I contributed.
You did. Good job, Poe. Virtual high five.
Yeah.
Yeah, virtual high five. Yeah, laggy and shit. Yeah, because I think it was off. But... Oh, and look, Wii U's getting a brand new release. Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Is it a Wii U exclusive, or is it one of those?
I think it's one of those games that's been out for like 6 years, and Wii U's just now getting it. A 2012 open world racing game, announced on 4th June 2012, and released in worldwide October 30th, 2012. So Wii U's continuing their trend of, you know, getting late things late. Poor Wii. And then we've got the game everyone's waiting for, the Walking Dead Survival Instinct, the first-person shooter. Have you guys seen the trailer for that?
I see. It's so bad. It hurts.
It is so atrociously bad.
It would be as if Colonial Marines actually released what the game actually looked like. I thought it was necessary.
It looks like a Half-Life mod from 2001. That's what it looks like.
That it does. That it does.
And it's funny with them. And this one is like, it's backed by Activision and AMC and all this, and it's this piece of. But we've got Telltale's game that won accolades up and down the board. It's like, no, that doesn't exist. What game? What are you talking about? It's like, we're gonna do this crappy first-person shooter. Well, I gotta look at this box art. What?
It has box art?
Hold on. Look at this. Look at this box art. There's. It's like they went to the Modern Warfare School of Box Art, and it's just like I'm not gonna look at the camera because I'm a badass.
But clearly, he's just like that awesome badass from the show with the crossbow. Probably the same guy.
And I like this.
If it's a game based on that guy, all of my disappoint.
For the record, Poe, your camera just froze, and you've got the creepiest grin. Okay, you're back now. But you had the creepiest molester grin ever.
I do that.
It was just like...
I think it is. Is that... Yeah, that's his brother missing his hand. Yeah, it is.
I was like, how he's standing there like, what are you doing?
Game based on the oh, God, what are their names? Daryl?
I haven't watched the series yet. But I just like how he's just standing there, like, looking at, dude, what are you doing? Are you posing? Dude, there's like zombies right behind us. Could you stop posing?
To be fair, the not Left 4 Dead, the Walking Dead zombies are kind of mostly useless. To be the best way to put it.
But it's like how he's just standing there. It's like, could you move? We're not really doing anything.
Man. He knows what he's doing.
And then we got on Xbox Live Arcade, Gianna Sisters, Twisted Dreams. They're the one that's been around for a while. Let's see. And then we've got Retrograde on PC. The game about ace pilot Rick Rocket, who must repeat his last space battle in reverse in order to protect the space-time continuum. Indie game.
What?
Rhythm. The game is a hybrid between a rhythm game and a shooter.
Interesting.
Sounds horrible.
Actually, sounds no. It actually there's been some pretty awesome rhythm game shooters. I'm not gonna lie.
It's true.
Wait, yeah.
I'll share with you one of the ones I was playing before that was freaking awesome. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now, and I'm too lazy to check. So we've got Hyperdimension Neptuna Victory on the PS3. Oh look, an action role-playing game with anime characters on the PS3. What a surprise.
No way, bro.
Yeah. Set in the year 1989, the story takes place after Hyperdimension Neptuna Mark II in an alternate dimension to game industry, bringing more insight to the console war story. So it's actually an RPG about video games. You can't
cause violence.
You can't get more meta than that. Trying to recapture the glory days. Trials Evolution Gold Edition, a motorcycle racing game on PC.
I think they transferred it.
Zen Pinball 2 on the Wii U, which is a pinball game.
No.
I know, right? Dead or Alive 5 Plus on the PS Vita, because people still care about the Vita.
Vita.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Here's the one I've been waiting with bated breath for.
I don't believe you.
Last but not least, Resident Evil 6 on the PC.
Hammer the buttons.
And wiggle
the sticks.
The sticks.
And they're releasing it. Oh, it's a PC release on Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
It's an
Part of
extremely
me,
odd day.
I will admit, part of me wants to play it just to see if it's truly as bad.
Yeah, as it was on the console, yeah.
Hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. So I'm debating whether I'm going to do that and do a playthrough, although I will probably try to power through a playthrough because the next week is the game I've been anticipating all year so far. BioShock Infinite on the 26th. But that is all 4 releases, so now we're going to work on closing this thing out. So, Poe, what have you got planned for things and such?
Wow, things went laggy and super duper. What do I have planned? Well, I'm going to stop promising videos that I don't make. So you're definitely getting a Should You Play of Heart of the Swarm, and that's all I'm promising.
That is a good plan.
That's all you're getting.
And you are at Mighty Poe on Twitter.
Yeah.
And channel links are here because video. And Poe just froze again in another awkward position. That
really
makes
good at
that makes everything better.
It's my wonderful internet.
Mishy has no extracurricular activities.
Yay!
Nor does Ellif. Me, I'm going to try to finish up a whole crap ton of Aliens episodes because I did a power game for about 2.5 hours the other day and had to quit before I punched my monitor. It's painful, and the last couple of episodes are very rage-worthy. They will make rage and such because things and such.
Excellent.
It is not a good game.
Such and such, eh?
Indeed. So, alright, I think that's going to close us out. Does anyone have anything else they wanted to talk about?
Hold on. Let me check my saved tabs. Nope. Got nothing.
Mishy, Ellif?
Of course not.
Nah.
You people. And Poe froze again in a really creepy expression. Oh, that's delightful. That makes everything good.
Excellent.
And that's what we're going to fade out on, is Poe's creepy face.
Okay.
Alright, everyone. Until next time, game on and take care, all that stuff. And, oh, and Poe unfroze. That's sad. Alright, peeps. Take care. Bye and such.
Wow.
You know, you can contribute to the farewell instead of just sitting there like a person that's sitting there.
Yes.
Something interesting to say.
I hate all of you.
You continually say that. You keep putting up with us.
Because I don't have any other friends.
Wow, that is horribly depressing for you. It
On
must
that
be.
depressing note, we're going to stop before I subject them to Aliens Colonial Marines 2. Force them to play the multiplayer with me.
Aliens. Oh God, no.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. Bye.